Okay, Acoustic Bliss. Let's go drinking. When these shoes were new, it was how do you do? It was whiskey and telling your tale. When my shirt was clean, I was there to be seen. I had clear eyes and my sight never failed. And all of my brothers that I've met on the way, they were drinking by night, they were drinking by day. Now restore to my eyes what was clear and was bright, and take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight. Now bluebells and matches and stains on the table, and the sweet smell of the luscious woodbine. Well, Mr. McEwen, you will be my ruin, I said, but I don't really mind. And all of my brothers that I've met on the way, they were drinking by night, they were drinking by day. Now restore to my eyes what was clear and was bright, and take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight. Well, they're still shining through all those stains on the table. Left is heavy and the other is light. Well, if it's left up to you, girl, I know what you'll do. You'll take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight. That I've met on the way, they were drinking by night, they were drinking by day. Now restore to my eyes what was clear and was bright, and take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight.
Well, it's more than rain that falls on our parade tonight. It's more than thunder, much more than thunder, and it's more than sad times. Now that I am sober, the famous sad times, those famous sad times, none of our pockets are lined in gold. Nobody calls we can call. Nothing's going our way, and it's more than trouble. I've got myself into. It's woe-begotten grey skies now. None of our pockets are landing gold. Nobody caught the bouquet. There are no dead presidents we can call. Nothing's going our way, and it's more than trouble. I've got myself into. It's woe-begotten grey skies now, and it's more than trouble. I have to give to you. It's woe-begotten grey skies now.
Hey! Welcome. Hello. Hope it's working. Shh. Sorry, I'm looking in the wrong place. Shh. Brian's at work. Well, that was a good start, wasn't it? One day I'll get it right. And hope, apparently you did hear me swearing, so apologies to Bob in Ohio for that, and anybody else that is a sensitive thingamy, but what can I do? And so that actually, I did choose that, Moira's Magic Moments from 2020, but it wasn't supposed to play then, probably why I was swearing. But anyway, so the words were perfect. Going to try and turn the grey skies blue tonight, and I am definitely, I'm going to keep my lip bitten, and I'm going to try and keep myself low key and under the radar. Oh, hello, welcome. Yes, so tonight my selection of things tonight is actually by someone you will know who sends his love very much. It's Mark. Well, he hasn't. We've chosen a couple together, and that might not all be his because I found some other things. But by and large, the things tonight are things I asked Mark those questions. So that's quite nice, isn't it? Now, I've made a bit of an error, and that's why I was swearing. Is that I noticed that I'm on the wrong internet. I'm streaming using the wrong internet. So who knows what will happen? But it's plugged in. It's not going to run out of credit or steam. Anyway, and so might be my two favourite words, as anybody knows me, right? So I'm gonna look. I've got, yeah. So I asked Mark, and I really like doing this. If any of you can really, I sent out a few of the list to people, and if any of you can, you fancy filling the different categories in. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I made a list of, different things that we might want to, categories of things like female performer, duo, trio, that kind of thing, and it's really interesting to get people's different things, and it really helps me dig about in the archive, especially now that I know where things are better a bit. So let us start now. There is no real story tonight. It's just these are things that I worked through and said, look, what do you fancy? And but here's what we're going to start with, because this was a duo and that came in 2017, quite early in 2017. Now, of course, some of these things that you're going to see tonight I have played before, but can't remember when. And anyway, it's Mark's choice. So I said to him, can you think of a duo you'd like to hear? He racked his brains, and he came up with this. So you'll look very much like this. I very much like it. Anyway, we're going to start now. I'm going to get myself a drink, and calm will ensue.
For Donald Trump. God love him.
I don't want your sympathy, and I don't want your tears, and I don't like the clothes I'm in after all these years, and I don't want no silver cup, and I don't want no crown. Just lead me from my throne of gold and tear me down. And I know it's hard to explain, and I see it's happening again, and I telling me it cannot happen, not in my name. And I don't want to build a wall, and I don't want to hide from our brothers and our sisters on the other side. And I don't want a gun to hold. You can't fight fire with fire, 'cause after all we all get burned when it comes down to the wire. And I know it's hard to explain, and I see it's happening again, and I feel fire burning in my veins, telling me it cannot happen, not in my name. Not in my name. Thank you.
Okay, we have one more for you.
Thanks for being lovely. We're called Limerence. You can find us online and all that kind of stuff. You can also find us in real life. We'll be over there somewhere. What is real life, or what is Limerence? Well. Yeah, this last song is called Call It Broken.
Taking longer than usual to come back to my senses. Can't remember what it was I said, but I know I never meant it.
My heart was clouded and cold. Call it broken. I've been thinking that lying here I wish I never spoken. Then you go and you join nothing we can do to change the past. And even so, future's coming round a little fast. She knows I am full of fear, and that's how it goes. Where do we go from here? 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 Thanks very much.
Oh, so that was Limerence. I think they're from Liverpool. Well, obviously he isn't. I think he's Irish, but I think they're from Liverpool. Anyway, if Ruth were here, she would know. Now, unfortunately, my chat is over here, that way, and so I can't look. Definitely can't look whilst I'm doing this. So that's quite good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. And Brian, did you get sacked? One day, honestly, it's not even funny, is it? Because it might happen. Anyway, so I see what you're all doing in the chat. I see you're on about the BBBBB. I've got ideas. Ruth's given me a bit of a lead thing, an idea and a lead and a thing, which is, I'm gonna get on. I've been a bit busy, to be perfectly honest. Oh, my glasses need seriously cleaning. Now, I saw Bill said, "Oh, right, my stream's really low." Now you're just gonna have to go with it, I'm afraid, because I've made a real boo-boo. I've actually put the wrong thing on, and I don't really want to stop it. So I'll put the next video on, and I'll see if there's anything I can do about that. Anyway, so I'm next to a field. Right, that's not my garden there. It's a field. And a very nice field, actually, and the sun's going down, although it's not I don't think it's going to be stunning. It's a bit hazy today. Do you need to know all this? Anyway, I really missed you all last week. I missed doing this. I was in another world. It was like I had an out-of-body experience in another country. Oh, let's not go down that road. Anyway, I know what I'm playing next, because I was looking for something. Now, actually, this is I was looking for this for another reason. I stumbled across this when I was looking for one of Mark's things, and so this is my little choice tonight, because I had a message this week to say that well, I'll tell you afterwards, but you know how sometimes we start with a Bliss band, and to me that's like where there's been a jam, an impromptu jam. That's what a Bliss band is to me. So this starts with one thing and then becomes something else, and it's I don't remember playing it before. It's a stormer, and I love it, and I hope you will too. So this is my happy place, as long as I play it properly. So enjoy. And I'll try and chat if I can get the internet going. Right, yeah. Fingers crossed.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? I'll find my way through night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven. Time can bring you down, time can bend your knees. Time can break your heart, have you begging please, begging please. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. All done. Yeah, we only had one. That's it.
Can't do any big backing vocals.
Yeah. Try it. Oh yeah, 'cause that's fun. I'll try my best.
Now, first of all, sorry for my English. I want to say that from the beginning. It will be crap. Second of all, I won't remember the lyrics, so maybe Rose will help me with some improvisation. And third of all, I'm fucking drunk, man, so I'm not that drunk. It's not enough alcohol. I just talked to my baby on the telephone. She said, "Stop what you're doing, Doc. Come back home." And old down, I can't have done too long. I got a weird good feeling, Doc, talking to you on the telephone. Baby, don't you worry. You know my desire. You know I love you, darling. I can stand to see you cry. Roll down. I can't have done too long. talk to you on the phone. You can fly, you can run. You know I love you, darling. I can understand the sea cry. And all right, cannot go too long. I got a real good feeling now. Talk to you on the phone. Thank you very much.
I thought I pressed the button then. So that was amazing, wasn't it? So that started off with Tears in Heaven. Is that what it's called? And it's Rose Hiddleston. And the reason I was so glad I found it, because Rose is finally going to get married this year. She's had to put it off because of COVID more than once. I think this is actually her third date now. And anyway, so she's going to get married, and I was so pleased to find that, because that was an impromptu thing. And to me, this is well, you know, I see stuff like this and it just gets me right here, because this is what Bliss was all about, wasn't it? And then it morphed. So that's Manuel Pasquino on the guitar, fantastic guitar player. And then he sang, and then Rose joined in, and Jerry O'Hagan on the sax. I think I saw Jim Locke in the background, and also, am I right in thinking that Wee Gordy's little face was in there as well? So anyway, what a treat. So that's my Bliss band spot for the night, and chosen by me. You see, it's going dark. I might have to rig up some lights. I hadn't quite thought this one through, had I? But it's lovely. There's everybody that's normally here in the chat, and then all the people whose names I don't see, the people who tune in after, and I really am glad to be back for a whole host of reasons. Anyway, I told you I'm going to try and keep my lip zipped tonight. So the next video is one that Mark chose. I asked him, I don't know if you remember, I have a slot that I call one we made earlier, which is sort of a pre-made video. I mean, I know it's all it's all stuff that's been made before, but I asked him, is there a video that you remember putting on or playing? Because obviously Mark was often busy doing the sound, and sometimes at Bliss, when things are all looking amazing, Mark was actually panicking and sweating because there was some technical problem. It's not easy live streaming from a busy pub where you're in front of the coffee machine, and we stood in front of the cold cabinet. It's like the glass fronted fridges, and the sink. So anyway, I asked him, and he likes to think, does Mark? He thought, and then he remembered this one. So, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful video made by a man called Chris Lannon, and here we go. Sorry, I should say he wrote this for his grandparents. After one of them died, and it's a true story, and it's beautiful.
Number 23 Henderson's Row, right behind the old tram depot. Lived a fearless girl of 9 or so, sisters and a brother from Portobello, raised in Portobello. When she looked across the 4th, it's like she knew she'd eat wedding cake on a train with you, shared with passengers along the line, still on honeymoon after all this time. She met a young boy with a warrior's heart, to fight for a dream that they never would part. The tale lives on, will never die but grow, about a girl from Portobello, a girl from Portobello. Love inspires me to chase wild winds. Many times I'm scared through storms raging. Did you look from up those windows and speak across the sky? Leave the wide way behind. Those ridges are yours to try. Mountain ridges are yours to try. For 17 years you have held each other's hands. Still 19 as you walk upon those sands. Did you follow the lane to the beach by that burn that flows from Arthur's Sea through Portobello town? For 70 years you've held each other's hands. Still 19 as you walk upon those sands. Did you follow the lane to the beach by that burn that flows from Arthur's Sea through Portobello town? Flows through Portobello town. I love you, Grandad. I'll see you soon.
Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. So that's Chris Lannon, and he's playing. We met Chris because he bought a Bailey Moonshiner. That's what he's playing there, and I mean, some of you might know this story, but he rang up completely on spec to talk to us. He'd seen the guitar and he liked the idea of it because he was gigging. He was with the Grenaways, and he's also, you'll have seen him, he came to Bliss and played with they were Brother C, that's what they were called. And he the mad thing is that the couple in that song, I think the granddad was from Maybole, or at least they moved to Maybole, and he when he didn't know, oh God, I'm making a right meal of this, but anyway, he didn't know that's where we live. He didn't know. So when he rang up, we got talking, he wants a guitar, and then it turns out he used to spend many Christmas and Hogmanay's at his granny's in Maybole. Is that not mad? A mad connection. So yeah, anyway, he's a beautiful songwriter, and he also he lives in Cornwall. He was brought up in Cornwall, and there's a Celtic connection there, and they write, him and his bands, they do write songs in Kerno, which is the Cornish language, which another thing the English oppressed the life out of. But anyway, beautiful, and we are all united, are we not, under one glorious sun. Right, my next thing. So remember, some of these Mark has chosen, and I'm biting my lip this week. I might try and get some light, because otherwise I'm just going to disappear into the gloom. So on my list, I'm going to have to stop saying so. I have a list, and it says instrument of the week is one of them, so I said to Mark, is there any instrument that that really stands out for you, or do you remember, because obviously, because he is behind the desk, Mark has different memories to me, of course he does, and anyway, I couldn't find the actual clip that he thought of, but this is the instrument that he had in mind. I'm not sure that the clip. Anyway, so this is obviously it's Christmas, but this is the oldest instrument that we have had, we think, on playing at Acoustic Bliss, because it's over 100 years old, and it was made by there was a really interesting story about the guy that made these. He started in England and then he went over to America and made his name. Anyway, I hope you like this, because this is a bit of a jam as well. So let's lift our spirits and I'll try and get a light on. Yay!
Echo, 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 echo. I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot no deputy. Oh no, I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot no deputy. Oh no, all around my hometown they're trying to track me down. They say they want to bring me in guilty for the killing of a deputy, for the life of a deputy. I say I shot the sheriff, but I swear it was in self-defense. I shot the sheriff, and now they say it is a capital offense. Sheriff John Brown always hated I. Oh, for what I don't know. Every time I plant a seed, he said kill it before it grows. He said kill it before it grows. Iceman. I said now are you shot the sheriff? It was I who shot the sheriff. This time freedom came my way one day, so I started out of town. All of a sudden I see Sheriff John Brown aiming to shoot I down. So I shot him, yes I shot him down. Cheers, boys.
Who am I? Life, liberty, all of that stuff. Right, I am going to have a little rant as I'm in the dark, right? I'll tell you what though, folks, seriously, I'm going to keep it low key. Even if I had taken my streaming stuff with me last week, I couldn't have streamed because I just would have shouted quite a lot. Because really, do you know that in England now, if somebody falls over in their house, maybe it's not all of England, but certainly in Leicestershire, the police, they don't do getting into people's houses anymore. They don't do that. Sorry, I have to calm myself. Dode, you're like this. They say wait till the ambulance comes, and if the ambulance can't get in, you can ring the fire brigade, right? And an old lady trapped in a house and nobody can get in, and you've got to wait for the fire brigade and the ambulance. Category 3, that's an up to a 6-hour wait. I wasn't very happy about that. And so anyway, what I do want to say is that we have to be creative, right? There's no good just moaning about the state of things, and I don't know the extent of which our we've got votes coming up, all of us, and of course we can vote for things, but that in itself isn't enough. We have to find creative ways. We have to find creative ways to help ourselves, because when it boils down to it, we're on our own, aren't we? I think if we've learnt nothing this last 2 years, we're on our own as far as they are concerned. We're not on our own because we've got each other and we've still got our brains. So my solution to that was to get a locksmith. Anyway, I'm actually the Statue of Liberty. Can you not tell? So, right, calming myself. Honestly, I've had to put a right grip on myself. So I am going to look for the big light, as everybody's suggesting. We don't normally do the big light, but look at the sky, isn't that beautiful? And frankly, it is the natural world that is keeping me going at the moment, because some people, not you people, and so anyway, that last video was chosen by Mark because that little, I don't know if you saw it, but it's a banjolele, a little banjolele. It was over 100 years old, and that's the incredible Tezza. Absolutely love Tezza, and he's from South London. Not that you could tell. Actually, I think he might be from Southend or Colchester or somewhere. Anyway, he's from down south, and he bought that in a charity shop. And it is over 100 years old. Absolutely cracking little thing, beautifully made. It's a wooden. Why it's a banjolele is it's small and it's wooden. It's got a wooden frame with the skin over it, quite unusual. So that was Mark wanted that. So I'm gonna put the next thing on, because now Mark didn't request this because he didn't know. But if he'd known about it, he would have requested it, I'm sure. And I also have absolutely no idea. But I think whilst I'm looking for the big light, you're gonna love this. Oh my God! I'm sorry, there is no big light because I couldn't take my eyes off that. I don't know what to say. Honestly, what have I just seen? What did I just see there? I'm going to have to watch it again. Oh my God, TV, that was... Do you know, there have been days recently, but actually for quite a while now where I do think I'm not real. I do feel like I've been transported to an alternate universe. That was definitely it. Wow. I've got many questions. Like, who are those women and why were they in that field? And was it the Teletubbies? So I thought maybe they were sort of evoking the Teletubbies with their coloured suits. I don't know. Does it mean something? Does it mean nothing? Where am I? Oh, wow. Okay, let's come back to Earth. Jeez, oh, wow. Anyway, the music was very, God, that was, do you know, that was like, I was sucked into that. I couldn't move. Anyway, all right, well, let's have something else then. Let's have something else. Oh my goodness, TV, you've excelled yourself there. I honestly, I don't even understand. So I'm going to go now. I'm going to have to turn the big light on because look how dark it's getting. Look at the sky, beautiful. I can't turn it round anymore because I'll pull all the wires out. Wow, thank you, TV. That a lot of effort went into that. Somebody said in the chat, do you know four women? Oh, that's funny as well, isn't it? Anyway, thank you. Honestly, it's wonderful what you all do, and also what you do. You know, you have really kept me on the edge. I was going to say on the edge of sanity. Yeah, but in a good way. Oh dear, shut up, Carol. Right, let's play the next thing. Now, when I said to Mark about, I said to him about duos and trios, I said it like that, and and he remembered this clip. Now, I've played some of it before. I don't know if I've played this little bit, this bit, and anyway, I don't care because it's a really great thing, and it's not often that we get this quality of with three voices, a trio of voices. It's not often that we get that, but anyway, do you know what? I blooming love Bliss, don't you?
Okay, here's another one for you. For those of you who maybe didn't get to church this Sunday, this one's going out to you.
Well, you have a chance to get to church this coming Sunday.
That's right. I'll be there.
You'll
A
be
little
there.
song
You'll be there.
called The Operator.
Give me information. Give me long distance. Long distance. Give me help. 1, 2, 3, oh, operator. Information. Give me Jesus on the line. Whoa, operator. Information. I'd like to speak to a friend of mine, 'cause praying's with me, but faith in me changed. Heaven is a street and Jesus is his name. Oh, operator, information, please. Give me Jesus on the line. Oh, operator, information. Tell me why. Oh, yeah, operator, information. Don't try to tell me what number to call, 'cause my mama used this number when I was very small, and every
time she dials it, we always gotta call the operator. Information, please. Give me Jesus on the line. Oh, operator. Information, please. Hurry.
If you can.
Oh, operator. Information, please. Connect me with the man. I've got the money. I will be the charge. Just give me a party line because I'm calling from my heart. Operator. Information, please. Give me Jesus on the line. Please. Give me Jesus on the line. Please. Give me Jesus on the line. Whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
Yes. Big light on. I'm back in the room. I don't know. You might prefer it in the dark. Anyway, so that was the family. Now, I've been messaged. Someone told me that Tony's TV's video was about isolation, which kind of makes sense, but I missed the title at the beginning because I was thinking about the big light and then I couldn't get myself off my chair. So thank you for that. That was the family to bring us into a different sphere, and yeah, fantastic harmonies. And so that's Laura Hislop, and of course it's David, and I've totally forgotten Laura's mum's name because we call her Laura's mum, but anyway, they're from New Jersey, and they came over for Thanksgiving one year to stay with Laura, who lives in Ayrshire, and she's a fantastic multi-instrumentalist, and she sings with Melissa Kelly and the Smoking Crows from time to time, one of her roving backing singers. So anyway, I love that whole song. They played a whole session that night and it was a blinder, so many different things. There's also Laura's wee brother, he's not very wee, he's quite big, but he plays keyboards, and that whole night was absolutely cracking. It's from November, Thanksgiving 2016, maybe, something like that. Anyway, thank you. So we're playing sort of Mark's it's not, he did want me to stress that it's not his definitive list, because actually there's so many, and he said all sorts of things that I couldn't, there was things I wouldn't know easily where to put my hands on. So some of these are, they were easier for me to find than others. And he also, if he hasn't chosen you, do not be upset, right? But he was, thinking what things. So he chose the next thing that I'm going to play. He chose, and I really like this. I really like this. So he chose this for, I think it's the second song, but I haven't played this duo for quite a while, so I thought we'd play two songs of theirs, and you can look them up. They'll tell you who they are, and if they don't, I think they do. But I absolutely love their voices. But Mark chose this because of the song. I think it's the second one, and there's a line, "I wouldn't change a thing" in it. And so we're going to play this now. Oh.
How you doing, folks? We're King of Birds. This is a wee song called One Horse Town. tightly to your breast. Give me one last kiss before I take my breath and go flying. Silently I'm soaring like a bird. Forever's just a word on my skin. The path is laid, I will not be afraid. Everything is made not to win. Heaven help us, where do we go from here? Give me shelter and the ground underneath my feet, 'cause heaven is a one-horse town. Cling to all the time you had. Love the one you're with and open up your heart. Hold them tightly to your breast. Give them one last kiss before they take their rest and go flying. Silently I'm soaring like a bird. Forever's just a word on my skin. The path is laid, I will not be afraid. Everything is made not to win. Oh, heaven help us, where do we go from here? Shelter, the ground underneath my feet, 'cause heaven is a one-horse town. Oh, heaven help us, where do we go from here? Give me shelter and the ground underneath my feet, 'cause heaven is a one-horse town. It's a wee country and western song. This is called Peace of Mind. Let's go down now, the time is upon us. I know a place where they never will find us. Let's go back to where the wind shakes the barley like it's dancing. Kisses as sweet as an apple. I loved you then as I love you still. Let's go back to where the breeze blows heavy on the vine. Help me find peace of mind. I give my time for peace of mind in my soul. We've been through it all as one, growing old together in the sun. Oh. We've been through it all as one, growing old together in the sun. Let's go down, now the time is upon us. I know a place where they never will find us. Let's go back to where the breeze blows heavy on the vine. And help me find peace of mind. I give my time for peace of mind in my soul.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Well, now, neither of those were the songs that that Mark chose. So I will look for the one that he chose to see if I can find it. It might come up next, but maybe not. But what a cracking, honestly, King of Birds, right? Look them up. They're a Glasgow band. They also, this was quite a while ago. This was maybe 2015, possibly even 15 or 16 anyway. And since they went on strength to strength after that, they made some brilliant videos, they played some festivals, but they are brothers. It's Charlie and it's on the top of my tongue. He's got quite an unusual name. It'll come to me, but oh, how annoying, because I know it anyway. Brothers, the Gorman brothers, and yeah, so that's, I think, why their voices mix so beautifully. The tone, you know, when obviously they've got probably similar voice boxes. That's technical, dazzling you with that. Oh, it's so annoying me. It's so annoying me. It'll come to me. Anyway, so King of Birds, look them up. They and the albums that they made that have some of these and loads more songs on they're just great. So if you I really cannot recommend you downloading or buying one of their things enough, because they really are good. And that voice, Charlie's voice, that gets me. No, Sterling. Yes, and so Charlie is a national health worker. He works in hospitals, doing caring work, and he I don't know if he does hospital radio. I might have made that up, but I know that he works in hospital. And Sterling works on an airline. He was I don't know if they have air hostesses anymore. What are they called? But anyway, so good choice, Mark. Good choice. Now my next one is lined up straight away. This was also a Mark choice, because so I was saying to him, right, can you think of something, a moment that stood out? Or no, actually, not true, Carol. Let me just think. Yeah. So I said male performer, right? And he said, well, there's loads, isn't there? Well, obviously, like a huge number of male performers. But then he said, I can think of, because I've been saying to him, can think of events or things, that occurred at Bliss and all that. And he said, right, okay, I know. So I'm gonna choose for this because I really like this song. He said. So what stood out to him is mine was the first time that he saw this song played live. So I've chosen, because I don't know exactly where the other video is, I've chosen this version of it, but it's the song that Mark chose. So enjoy.
I'm back, flat on my back. I like it like that. I won't change tack. I'm off a road, Jack. Lying by the fire, glass of wine in hand. The Sunday press anointing another planet saving band. Time to put that pen to paper. Time to call in instigator. Time to funk the fear of failure. Here's the blue sky. Welcome to my 50th anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. I'm back. I'm gonna buy a Mac. I'm gonna live in a shack. I'm gonna upload tracks. I'm gonna... Ooh, how did you do that? I like it like that. Lying by the fire, glass of wine in hand. Sunday press anointing another planet saving band. Time to put that pen to paper. Time to call in instigator. Time to funk the fear of failure. Here's the blue sky. Welcome to my 50th anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. 50th anniversary. anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. 50th anniversary edition. That's really a 50th. 50th. Go 50th. Say what the 50th. Come on, the 50th. The 50th. 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 So 50th. 50th. Would you 50th? 50th. 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 50th.
And what a cracking video that was as well. Yes, how does he keep the time? Amazing the sounds he gets out of an acoustic guitar, isn't it? And Steve said, that's an air sauna TV. That's an air sauna with the wind blowing through it and all that. And yeah, nice one, Mr. Bissett. Now, rumour has it that he is making an album at the moment, and that's why he hasn't had time to make us any new videos for the, you know, for Bliss. But Mark did actually, you did ask for that, because you see, when James came live, he talked about his well, he talked about his heart attack, and he talked about a variety of things. And anyway, so I don't know if he's still watching. Oh, now it keeps going slow. Oh, it's back on, because I'm using my phone tonight, because I'm a fool. Yeah, I'm an absolute fool, because we've got a more powerful, if you can have a more powerful internet, we've got a more powerful internet on another thing, and I'm using that for the chat because I didn't want to stop it. Anyway, I saw Dode just wanted to respond. Dode put a thing in, because Dode was saying that paramedics have been trying to teach themselves to pick locks because of the state of things. And I just want to say it's worth, for all of you, acquainting yourself with a trustworthy locksmith. If you have anybody, if you know anybody anywhere that you care about, then try and find yourself an emergency locksmith who you can trust, because you know, they can get in. Well, our emergency locksmith, who, I mean, I say our, looked him up, I googled him, checked his reviews. He, you know, the emergency services, what I'm talking about, the ambulance was up to 6 hour wait, and they came after about 4.5, I think, and the police not at all, and Lord knows how long it would have been after, with the fire brigade, after the 4.5 wait hour for the ambulance. The locksmith came in 35 minutes. Story, and you know, because of that, he got in seconds, because he's a locksmith, and fixed the lock before he went away, and because he was also an ex-policeman, he knew all the checks to do, and he helped my mum to her feet, so she's all right. But it could have been very different, and it made me very sad. There's many other things that I realised when I was away about, you know, being poor and elderly, and you know, and needing services. There's all sorts of things, but this isn't the place to rant. I would have last week. I would have just gone mental. And it's not just because it's my loved one. It's just, you know, there was a time in this country where if ambulances, you know, didn't get to their shouts in sort of under half an hour, we were up in arms. And do you know the slide of services and the accept, you know, the what can we do kind of thing. Anyway, I've started down the slippery slope, but you know, it's not good, and so we have to develop our own techniques. But we've got fantastic people like Dode who you know, who have the right mindset, even though he doesn't like tambourines, but that's probably a bonus. If you're a paramedic, because you imagine a tambourine playing paramedic coming at you when you've fallen over and hurt your head. I don't think so. Anyway, so we're almost, do you know, I didn't think I'd have enough material tonight, but especially as I was going to be zipping it. So next chat, Mark chose this one because I asked him about bands, and he you know, he thinks, and he chose this one because they're a great band. The pub is too small for this band, actually. They were very squashed on the stage, but also because our lovely friend Oz, who sadly died very young a few years ago, this was his favourite band because John, the guitar player, was his best friend, you know. Yeah, so I've been thinking about Oz this last week for a whole host of reasons, and anyway, so this is a little bit of a band called Blackleaf 40. They're known quite well around here because, well, they're a mature band, which we like because, you know, they've been around for a while, and they've played some great gigs, some great festivals, because they have a really fantastic sound. And like I say, we were lucky to get them because the pub is tiny. So let's have a little bit of Blackleaf 40 for Mark and for us.
Okay, this is a song this is from an album. This is called Lost and Found. Wanderlust just takes me over. Restless feet will set me free. Hang a bag upon my shoulder. Get out before the third degree. I was lost, and now I found my way home. Tired of hearing lame excuses, reasons that you're not around, psychological bruises begun so fast my feet won't hit the ground. I was lost, and now I found my way home. Lost and found my way around. I was lost and found my way back home. Take me home. Lost and found my way around. I was lost and found my way back home. Listen, don't you be so quick to judge me with the poison standards that you keep. I guess the story would be different if The shoes were on the other feet. So finally the game is ended, and in your mind you think you've won. You played it like your life depended. Result is void, winner's done. I was lost, and now I found my way home. Lost and found my way around. I was lost and found my way back home. Bring it on home. Lost and found my way around. I was lost and found my way back home. Thank you very much. Okay, this next song is called Drifter.
I'm going to have to turn it off because we're getting near the end, and we haven't got time. So that was Blackleaf 40, absolutely cracking. And and see, the thing I love about especially local, well, all musicians, but the thing about local acts is that you know, their sort of tentacles of connection go wide. And one of the guys, so John painted some of our guitars for us. He's a fantastic what do you call it, spray artist. Oh, there's a word for painting with air. God, sack me now. But yeah, anyway, so he's a fantastic artist, and he did, I've seen one of his he did a Jimi Hendrix picture on metal. Ooh, amazing. And then one of the other players, I think his name's I think he might be John as well, but his son is Kyle from Rigid Soul. And Rigid Soul, look them up. Now, if the Power Children are watching, they might like Kyle's. He's a young man. He's about 20, might be 21 now. And he plays the most amazing guitar. He's a total guitar head. He is. He entered a competition when that I was hosting. It was a Battle of the Bands, and he was about 14, and he blew the stage away. He blew everybody away because he played like an old soul, you know, proper. He's a Strat player and he plays proper old bluesy soul-y stuff. Awesome. Rigid Soul, check them out. Anyway, so what I mean, what I'm on about here, it's all these connections. And Oz, our friend Oz, he absolutely loved them, and he bought all their albums. And actually the first time I met Oz was at a gig that some of the Dixon brothers were playing at. Anyway, I digress. So we're almost at the end of our thing now. I see I you know, this Bliss, I've usually say leave our stuff, you know, leave our crap at the door and don't bring it to Bliss. But yeah, it's not that I've never been hit by personal things in my life, or and you know, it's not that it's, you know, it's just that the gap between what we think should happen and what we thought that we'd made happen. This is what I'm frustrated by, is that, you know, all my working life, since I've been a thinking adult, I've believed in trying to make the world around me and the world the kind of place that we would all want to live in. And it seems like to me it's starting to feel like a lot of that work is been undone. And you know, and I watch the rich the fabulously rich getting fabulously richer. You know, even the food supermarkets are making billions, and you know, and old ladies can't get someone to come and change their dressings when they're bleeding. It's just, there's a whole load of things, and I'm sorry if I've sparked off a thing, but I you know, we need to look after each other is what I'm saying, and we, you know, thank God for people like Dode, because he's still in there in the system, battling it from the inside and trying to get things done, and I'm really grateful to him for that, you know, and all the people working all the way through COVID. But this is a political thing. The elections are coming up. You need to find out what your candidates think about things, and they need to make this change, because it's not acceptable. We all paid in for something, and you know, people aren't getting it. Anyway, the last thing I'll say about politics is that you may have noticed, some of you, that the Trois Dogs pub has had a name change. It's now the Vote Bob. It's the Vote Bob pub, because our Bob is standing for local election, because he's had enough as well. He's had enough of the council. So vote Bob. If you can vote in the Ayrshire elections, vote Bob. That's what I say. I'm not quite sure which ward he's standing for. It's probably the one in the town anyway. So back into, yeah, I've calmed myself, right? I'm calm. Honestly, this is good. Trust me. Oh, and there is one more thing I want to say on that. I want to thank Sanchez, if you're watching. I just haven't had a free moment to phone you back, but you know, I got a phone call out of the blue from someone saying, I'm with your sister, because I put my rant thing up last week. So thank you if you're watching, and I'll message you soon. And if anybody's still waiting on an email from me, you know, I'm worse. I'm worse than the police breaking into your house. I'm slow, but I'm good. What's next? Oh my goodness, what is next? Right, so I said to Mark, I said, okay, so female performer, Mark, give me a female performer. And he went, and he came up with this next bit. Now, I've chosen this particular clip because I know I've played her before, but I'm not sure if I played her playing this particular instrument. So I'm going to play it. And Dode, this one's for you.
Let's switch off to Mr. Jones. Get a little janky jank. I guess y'all use that word around here, janky. You know what I'm saying? It's like rough around the edges, but in a good way. Maybe you'll feel like that tomorrow. A little rough around the edges. All right, well, I got one for the sisters. Where my sisters at? All right. It's about want what you can't have, because that's always going to be more enticing. Baby, could I be your cinnamon? Baby, could I be your only one? Baby, could I be your hideaway? Oh, baby, could I be your reason to stay? Oh, I do it in the day. Yeah, I do it in the day now, babe. Baby, could I be your voodoo queen? Baby, yeah, could I be your number of things? Oh, baby, could I be your hideaway? Oh, baby, yeah, could I be your reason to stay? I do it every day. Yeah, I do it in the day now, babe. Ooh. Yeah, with a tall drink of whiskey with a southern drawl. Looking kind of risky. That's my downfall. I'm a good girl indeed. I'm good as can be. I'm just a sucker for a man who don't want me. I don't know, he don't want me. A tall drink of whiskey with a southern drawl. Looking kind of risky. That's my downfall. I'm a good girl indeed. I'm good as can be. I'm just a sucker for a man who don't want me. I don't know, he don't want me. Come on now, babe. Oh, baby, yeah, could I be your cinnamon? Baby, could I be your only one? Baby, could I be your hideaway? Oh, baby, could I be your reason to stay? Yeah, I do it in that day. Yeah, I do it in a day now, babe. I do it any day. I do it any day. Oh, shucks. Thank y'all so much. I don't know how much time I've got, but one more. Is that? Oh, no, mas. Oh, y'all are so kind. All I could bring with me was my CDs. I usually have T-shirts and koozies and motivational tapes I haven't finished. Thank you, Kenny. I don't know where you is, but thank you for letting me borrow your guitar. And thank you, Carol and Meredith, my sister from New Orleans. Seriously, thank you. I guess I'm gonna end it with a song from one of my musical heroes, Mr. Tom Waits, if y'all don't mind. No Tom Waits fans? One Tom Waits fan? One Tom Waits fan? Okay. That's what, oh, all right. He took all my money and my best friend. Yeah, you know the story. Here comes again. Well, I have no pride, I have no shame. You gotta make it right. Since you've been gone, deep inside it hurts. Yeah, I'm just another sad guest on this dark earth. Well, I wanna believe in the mercy of the world again, my girl. Ooh. Well, the night's too quiet, stressed out all alone.
clap of thunder and the wind's dark moan. Oh, well, I'm not able, I just can't open up the heavens, ooh, and make it away. Well, I'm close to heaven, yes, stretched out at the gates. They sharpen their knives on my mistakes. Well, what it does, you can't give it a name, you just gotta make it right. Yes, and I'm close to heaven, stretched out at the gate. They stop in the night. Oh, my mistake. Well, I wanna believe in the mercy of the world again. Make it right. Yeah, I wanna believe in the mercy of the world again. Make it right. Thank you so much, CDs. Thank you.
The fantastic Grace Askew. Now, she is a friend of Meredith, whose blooming last name I've forgotten. Oh, honestly, I need. Anyway, Meredith from Music Shop in Ayr, married to Simon. Somebody will know. Meredith is a harp player, and Meredith is from America, and that is her friend Grace, who came. She was on a wee tour of Britain, and she came up to visit Meredith, who stays near Ayr, and so asked if she could drop by. All right then, we said. And do you know what? She had a cold. She wasn't feeling great. It was her birthday. And the reason Mark remembers it, actually, is because everybody sang happy birthday to her. And she was really touched, you know. It was lovely. And she told me, we were outside having a fag. Those are the days when I smoked. And she was saying that she'd been down to London, played in quite a lot of, you know, venues I'd heard of in London. And she said, you know, the welcome and the audience enjoyment was nothing like the Twelve Dogs. Yeah, you know, she loved it, especially even though we ran out of tequila, or you know, we didn't have any, whatever it was that she drank, we didn't have any of that, but anyway, it was great, and it is a highlight. Every night was a highlight in so many different ways. Honestly, I looked through every archive night and think, oh, that was a cracker. Hi. And today Mark, you know, was saying to me, as he caught me looking for some tunes, and he said, you know, like he misses all of you, he misses it, all of it, and you know, we do hope that we're not done, we're just trying to find our way back. That's all I'm gonna say there. Anyway, so then I said, right, okay, what was my category was well, I asked him for I asked him about original material, right, songwriter, and I asked him quite a few different things, and anyway, these people came up in our thoughts more than once, and so we're going to play this next, and it's almost the end but not quite, so obviously No Evening, etc. So this is Mark's choice, and it is quite a good one.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, can you hear us now? Bathe my brain in magnesium light. Paint my walls and climb inside. Crush that ice, shovel that snow. Too far to ride, too long to go. Be my guest, be my host. Why do the pretty ones hurt the most? Feel my breath, hear my boast. Why do the pretty ones hurt the most? Jackrabbit slept with the ace of spades. Spilled a coffee the wide awake. Stole a horse in the heat of Spain. Tin can sun just fries his brain. Ice cream cool on the African coast. Why do the pretty ones hurt the most? Feel my breath, hear my boast. Why do the pretty ones hurt the most? Down, I felt the whole world in my hands. Bangkok, Beijing, Lima, Peru. Nothing to hide, nothing to prove. You call my creatures, you dig my hole. Love the black rose of my soul. Turn the future to twisted fate. Feel my love and you feed my hate. Treat the devil like some pantomime ghost. Why do the pretty ones hurt the most? Feel my breath, hear my boast. Why do the pretty ones hurt the most? Treat the devil like some pantomime ghost. Treat the devil like a pantomime ghost. So tell me, why do the pretty ones hurt the most? More vocal in the monitor, please. Here's one for Ferg and Jill. The gates of paradise, I've seen the garden of delight, but I've never slept inside. I've seen the pilgrims at the shrine who love until they're blind, deluded and divine. Yes, I know. She said, there's a price on my head. Would you like paying it? Would you like to pay it? Would you like paying it? Would you like to pay it again? Gypsy just like me lost beneath the trees. And though history is brief, we are everything we've seen and all the miles between. Yes, I know, she said, there's a price on my head. Would you like paying it? Would you like to pay it? Would you like paying it? Would you like to pay it again? There's so many coins to spin, so many games to win, and it's getting harder and harder to fit it in. I say let's give it one more try. Let's drink till we dry beneath the gates of paradise. Yes, I know. She said there's a price on my head. Would you like paying it? Would you like to pay it? Yes, I know. She said there's a price on my head. Would you like to pay it? Would you like to pay it? Would you like to pay it? Would you like to pay it again? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, take it away, John Duffy, go!
Duffy Gibbons. That was Duffy Gibbons, and so that's John, the two Johns, John Duffy, John Gibbons, both playing Baileys. I was actually trying to find, Mark mentioned the fact that John Gibbons, who's the singer, if you didn't know, he also had a 12-string version of that guitar made. And he's playing that somewhere, but I don't know where that clip is. That's a deeper search, that one. But yeah, they're fantastic, aren't they? And live, when you're in the room, you just get enveloped. Well, partly by John's sweat, because he's so it just goes everywhere. Never sit on the front row, whatever they're saying. They're monitoring the level of water that's coming off, yeah, I've lost my thread, but that's good. So that was Mark's choice, because obviously, apart from the fact that they're playing Baileys, what John Gibbons writes the most, he honestly, some of his songs are, well, they're all brilliant, but some are absolutely breathtaking. And he's because obviously John Duffy lives here. They've played at all sorts of festivals and things, and obviously whenever John Gibbons comes up, they play in pubs. And so lots of people know their songs. Very popular. Of course, we haven't seen them for about 3 years. It's blooming ridiculous. Anyway, we're nearly at the end of our beautiful journey. I don't know what to... Oh, I've run over, but never mind. Right now, so I'm hoping... I want to finish with this song, and I hope... hope it's the right song. I'm really glad to hear that the Power Children in Canada are all back in where they need to be. Sorry that your dad, you know, I don't know, did he get you all? Did he pick you all up? Anyway, Kelly, thank you for long suffering on Thursday nights with us, and to all of you. Yes, and I'm sorry that I went off on one a bit, but look, it's what they said in the chat. We've got to be resourceful, stand on our own 2 feet, and help each other. That's what we need to do, and in whatever ways we can. So my little contribution at the moment, the most I can manage for my own and for me as well, is to do a couple of hours on a Thursday night, and you know, I know that there are people that watch, and it doesn't matter to me how many, because you know, I'm not about numbers, but I can see on a Thursdays that you all have a good time, and so do I, and I've never had any abuse for it, so it can't be that. Well, I mean, it is bad, I know that. I know it's not the best of technology. Me and Paul Mark must be, some weeks he must hang his head in his hands because of, well, you know, the shambolicness of my seamless technical introductions. But anyway, it's all done, it's all meant with the best of everything. And anyway, so he sends his love to everybody, and as do I, and thank you once again. And I hope it's not going to be too long now. I do. Anyway, so we're going to hopefully this will be the right song this time. So we're going to finish with the King of Birds, and I just hope it's the right song. If it isn't, I'll have to play it next week. But this clip starts with a silhouette of the man I love. Hi. And the man who chose a lot of the things for tonight. So thank you all very much, and remember, vote Bob, and we'll see you next week. Please let this be right. Night.
Peter, can I have a bit more of this in the monitor? It's great, thank you.
Thanks very much, folks. That's our last song. This is a song called When We Were Kings. I could build a rocket ship if I could only leave this room. Set my mind adrift and go sailing to the moon. If I had you by my side, I wouldn't change a thing. But if I lost you just open up my eyes. And if I had you by my side, I wouldn't change a thing. But if I lost you from my life, I would leave this world for a different world. When we were kings, when we were kings, we fought for these things. When we were kings, and we sowed the seeds while we're still young. They'll give us shelter when we're old. When we were kings, when we were kings, we fought for these things. When we were kings, when we were kings, when we were kings, we fought for these things. When we were
Thank you. Good night. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Town of Air, Statue Square, Twaddock's Bar, you'll find it there. And Bailey guitars on a night like this, sweet sound of acoustic bliss. Carol sings to Mark's guitar, Jem smiling behind the bar, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Come along, bring your song, play guitar or an old baron. Banjo, flute, violin, piano, sax, just anything. Duffy rocks, Chloe rolls, Wolfie sleeps and Norman blows, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Absent friends, Willie and Ken, reminisce and laugh again. The song is sung, the day is done, but the memories will linger long. Behind the mask, raise a glass to live music and friends past, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. singers, songless days, shadows playing without a stage. And Bailey guitars on a night like this, how I miss acoustic bliss. Carol sings to Mark's guitar, Tom smiling behind the bar, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Life rocks, you gotta roll, play the blues and ease the soul, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, in Bob singing bar, in Bob singing bar, the smiles come free.
Bob singing Bob.
1 dog, 2 dog, 3 dog, 4 dog, 5 dog, 6 dog, 7.
Bob singing Bob.
Bailey guitars, 2 dog, 3 dog, acoustic, 5 dog, 6 dog, 7.
Bob singing Bob.
Bailey guitars, 3 dog, acoustic, 5 dog, 6 dog, 7.
Bob singing Bob.
Bailey guitars, 3 dog, acoustic, 5 dog, 6 dog, 7. Bailey guitars, acoustic bliss. Hi Bob.
To Bailey's, please.